have a quick shout out to somebody who sent us even more fan art. Spencer, age 9.
Yep, they sent us a piece of art that they titled Group Photo. Also from
season 1.
From season 1, which makes sense. We just started season 2. But it has little pictures of the characters from season 1 drawn out. Some pretty cute little art of Flibbit and Kia and some of the other people too. So we're going to put that up on social media as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Spencer.
sending that in.
And he says that we are his favorite podcast. Well, thank you.
Thank you for
That's kind words.
having a favorite podcast.
and having it be ours. We appreciate it.
And now let's get into the episode.
Bum.
Ba-da-bum-bum.
Storm.
Ba-da-bum-bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Souls. Ba-da-bum-bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Dragon. Ba-da-bum-bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Roll. Dadventurous. Oh,
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
You're the leader now.
Welcome back.
Welcome
to Dadventurous.
Yes.
We're back for another week of shenanigans.
We are indeed. And the shenanigans are on the high, well, not the high seas.
The low seas.
Nice. That's what I got in high school.
I don't think we have anything special to do.
No, just, again, if you guys are enjoying the podcast, share it with your friends, tell people, find a bottle, stick a letter in it that says, hey, you should check out this podcast.
To whom it may
concern. And then throw that in the ocean. Maybe it'll work.
Maybe.
We'll never know.
Or maybe it'll think.
Just like our ratings after this. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, thank you all for listening. And it's your turn. You go ahead. You do your thing there, daughter Dungeon Master.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I was going to say Dungeon Master sounds the same anyway.
Yeah.
All
right. Are you ready for the recap?
I'm ready.
All right. Last week on Dadventurous, you and Yarg and Alfred sailed out to the wreck of the Compass Rose, a wrecked shipwreck out on a strand, rocky, bitty portion of the island, to go and see what was up with these zombies.
We did.
And
it went really well.
Yeah, it went really well. You threw the ship's wheel onto the rocks and made a really loud crashing noise and attracted the attention of several zombies. You found a hole in the ground of the captain's quarters, but you decided to explore the rest of the ship first. You found evidence of 2 crewmates, at least one crewmate named Aletha, and her husband Brastus. As you explored through the ship, you fought some zombies, you found some crates with some candlesticks and some pretty nice loot, and as you went down, you found a chest that had boots in it that were very nice boots, and they seemed to be carved, and you found a journal which had cryptic writings inside that hinted that Aletha was the cause of all this zombie mess.
Yeah, and she had a
talisman.
Reference to Orcus, right?
Yes, Orcus, the Prince of Undeath, hence the zombies. So, you found her talisman. When you went back up through the ship, you heard a thump on the deck yet again, and you went up, you found a harpy waiting for you, screeching at you.
I did.
You did. And that is where we are now.
Okay. I throw the boots into my sack. I throw the sack off to the side, because I don't just set things down, we've learned. Spear comes off my back. How close is she? Is she pretty much in front of me?
She is on the deck of the ship. She's pretty close.
It's
not a big ship.
Okay, and she screeches at me?
She screeches at you. She's holding a bone club, and yeah.
I say, Alfred, an enemy has approached. Battle formations.
Yarg just is standing there because he doesn't know what battle formations are.
I say, Yarg, to my port side. Because we're on a ship.
He salutes you and goes to your right side. He does not know ship directions.
Perfect. And I would like to growl at the harpy a battle cry that says, "Battle cry!" And then I prepare myself for battle.
All right. I believe we rolled initiative last time.
Oh, that's right, we did.
So,
you were correct.
You do go first.
Do I?
Yes.
Exciting. Good job, past me. You did it. Okay, she's 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
I just say battle formation like that was going to be a thing.
And then battle cry.
But instead, of course, I'm going to
Alfred goes, ooh.
Ooh, and he takes to the sky as he does. I'm going to rest my spear against my shoulder for a second, and while she's still 30 feet away, I will attempt to use my blowgun, the beak.
Ah.
So I'm gonna pull that out again, carved wood, ornate, almost like a flute. Boom! And one of the Alfred feather owl darts shoots out, and I got a 9.
No.
Bummer.
She dodges it and screeches at you.
And I say, that one was a warning shot. Next one.
She goes, mean land folk. Mean.
We're mean?
Yeah.
We're mean. Well, you're the one that growled at me. So there. And then I'm going to rush. I'm going to rush diagonally so that I am near the edge of the ship on one side and take a stance with my spear and just stay there.
All right. That is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
The harpy says, I shall get my shinies back. And she is going to use her very special harpy ability that is exactly what you would expect. She is going to start singing.
Oh, no. Not the singing.
On you.
On me?
Yes.
Oh, no. Alfred, help me.
She is going to start singing. It's kind of screechy at first, and then it kind of changes. It's hard to tell whether it's a screechy noise or pretty music. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
A saving throw. I have such big wisdom. Hey, I rolled well. I got an 18. I don't have big wisdom. That was a lie. I only have a +1. But I got a 17 on the die.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
All right. As you feel this music kind of wash over you, but you know it's a harpy singing at you. You snap out of it, and it just sounds like horrible screeching now. She's not a very good natural singer.
I see.
You are now immune
Am I?
to this harpy's music.
I don't like the way you said this. That sort of implies that there's more, but that's okay. Wonderful. I look her square in the eye and I say, your singing is quite bad. You should go take lessons.
She goes,
and then I would like to, if it's okay, because technically Alfred would have been able to get a turn. Maybe?
Yeah, Alfred would.
When I say, you should take lessons, I point at her with my spear in such a way, and Alfred is going to swoop down and attack a fellow feathered. Brandy, no, he didn't get it. He got a 3 on the dice.
No.
So she's still able to dodge.
So is Alfred trying to give her singing lessons?
Yeah, he goes by, misses, and just goes, "Who?" and then flaps back up to the sky and flies there.
I like it. All right, that is your turn. That is the harpy's turn. She is not going to move.
Be brave, Yarg!
It is Yarg's turn. He says, always, Ellie Hopperdell. I'm always brave. And he is going to rush
I like that.
the harpy. He draws a sword. He's going to try to take a swing at her with... He does not hit.
We are doing so good.
He rolled a 9. So,
so no one's hit yet in this combat,
no
including the harpy.
Yes.
Wonderful.
You're all doing pretty great. She screeches, where are my shinies?
Did we take those?
You did. Was, if I am
it was
correct,
a necklace?
it was a bracelet and an earring.
Yeah, it was a bracelet and a earring. Okay. No. How about that?
Yes, your whiffs on a sword blow, but now it is your turn.
Okay.
You are probably about 15 feet away from the harpy.
Wonderful.
Pretty close.
I have 35 feet of movement. I rush her, slipping the beak into my belt, spinning my spear around, and I say, charging Rhinoceros.
So you're coming up with a name for every attack?
Yep. Well, many attacks.
All right.
I put the spear on my shoulder so it's at face level, and then I ran into her as if it were a horn on my nose.
I like it.
And I'm going to roll for my spear attack. That is a 15.
That does hit.
Okay. Whew. So we are going to do... Wow, my brain did not remember what a D8 looked like. Here we go. 7 plus 1 is 8 damage.
Ooh, all right. You stab straight into her, and she screeches again.
Ha-ha! That's it.
All right.
I'm going to stay put and join Yarg in battle.
All right. Now it is a Harpy.
But you know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to spend all of my movement to just keep spinning my spear cool and try to perform like a...
Make a performance check.
I didn't mean to say the word perform. Performance is...
How well do you do this?
4.
So you do succeed in spinning your spear around, but you whack yourself on the face several times.
Oh. All right.
Right, now it is the Harpy's turn. You two are right next to her. So she does not need to use her song. And so she is going to take a swipe with her bone club. It almost looks like one of those dragon bones, but a smaller one.
Cool.
At you.
Yeah.
And
not that I've been hit yet, but...
Not you've been hit yet. Does 5 hit?
Wow, no. Wow. I'm sorry.
All right. Her song didn't work. She missed. She's going to unfold her wings that are very vulture-esque, and she's going to fly up to her nest on top of the crow's nest.
Okay.
And she screeches at you and says, "I'll get my shinies back, whether you survive or not." So she flew up.
Okay.
You can't... She has landed again, though.
Cool. That was her turn?
Yes, that was her turn.
So, can I whistle to Alfred?
Mm-hmm.
And I say, "Alfred, ascend! Keep an eye on that battlefield." On the battlefield.
Oh, the battlefield.
And I want him to do high circles.
All right. He can do that.
Okay, that's going to be his turn.
The Harpy doesn't seem to notice. It is Yarg's turn now. He says, "Yeah, it's just like hunting those birds,
That's
except
true.
big." And so he is going to take out his little sling that he has and load a rock into it and try to take a ranged attack at the Harpy.
Okay.
For 16 to hit. He does hit.
Nice.
All right.
Great job,
He
Yarg. You've done it.
A very small amount of damage for 4 damage.
Hey, you know what?
Nice.
Every bit counts. I say.
He salutes you again and is going to begin to climb up the ladder.
Nice.
He cannot get there on his turn, but going to begin to climb up the ladder to the crow's nest.
Cool beans.
It is now your turn again.
It is my turn. How far away would you say that this nest is?
Up or from you?
I mean, from
they
me
are
in terms
different.
of movement.
In terms of movement, probably like 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. I am going to climb, or whatever I need to do.
It's a ladder, so yeah.
I will start following after Yarg,
All right.
and I would like to get up high enough within the range of 25 feet to shoot my blowgun.
You can do that.
Okay, I say, Yarg, get skinny! And
Yarg just says, okay. And he shrinks up to the center of the ladder.
I lean out with the blowgun. I let loose a dart.
Get skinny.
Get skinny. Ooh, natural 18.
Ooh, that does hit.
So then... Ooh, maximum 5 damage.
Ooh, you are definitely hurting her.
Wonderful.
Another dart sinks into her, and she
Yeah.
screeches again.
I said, take that, foul beast!
It's not her turn. Is that your laugh?
It is,
like
I
it.
think, yeah.
Now, however, it is the Harpy's turn.
Oh no, and we're both on a ladder.
You're both on a ladder.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
She is going to swoop down.
Okay.
She can fly 40 feet. She is going to swoop down and take a swipe at you.
Okay.
You are at the top of the ladder, closest to her, and she is going to take a swipe with her claws. I'm assuming an 11 doesn't hit.
An 11 does not hit.
All right.
Is it two claws? Just one? One.
So she...
All right. We're doing good because of rolls
swipes past
right
you.
now.
Yeah, none of you have done very good on this combat. No. She's going to fly past you.
Okay.
Actually. Technically, you would get an opportunity attack, I believe. And
okay,
she is
but
right
I'm on
next
a ladder?
to you. You are on a ladder, so I'm going to have you make that at
disadvantage.
Disadvantage because you are vertical and
I
hanging
will
on.
Take that ruling. No, I don't need to roll again. I got a 2.
All right. Both of you whiffed on your attacks.
Yeah, I try, but it's just too awkward.
All right. She's going to fly back up to her nest again.
Oh, okay.
You are currently in front of Yarg.
Oh, I got past him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Since you have a farther movement than he does.
Fair. I like to think I opened up my arms and legs wider than Yarg and climbed like the outside of the ladder to get past him.
All right. He is going to say, "Hey, Hob, can you get me up past you?"
Absolutely. I would like to think that I reach down and grab him and like help him up over me, but it's just his turn. So
yeah.
Okay. He can climb on me.
Is going to crawl up. He can get to the Harpies' nest. So he is going to go. He climbs up and says, "Time for the reckoning, bird thingy." And
get him, Yarg.
He's going to go full melee again and draw out his sword for... Doesn't hit.
What is Yarg's sword again?
Yarg is... Oh, he has a scimitar.
Oh, so it's like curved and cool.
It's curved.
Thank you. Just visualizing.
Yes.
Cool.
He does not hit, though.
Bummer.
I like to think the mast is a little, like, swayy. It's kind of rotten. And so he stumbles a bit and does not get his attack. However, that is his turn. Now it is yours.
So I can now finish the movement.
You can finish the movement.
Okay, I climb the rest of the way up. I want to do something dumb, but I should probably just do something normal.
I'm fine with you doing something dumb. What is it?
I was debating grappling her off the edge.
You would also fall.
I know.
Unless if you want to make a athletics check to hold on to the rail.
So like a shove? Could I try to shove her? Well, she can fly. That doesn't make sense.
But it's not her turn.
Yeah, but I'll just hit her. The spear makes more
sense.
The spear makes way more sense.
All right.
Not yet, anyway. We'll see. Okay, I pull out my spear and I go for an attack. A 15 again.
That does hit.
So that hits. And 6 damage.
All right. That's pretty good.
I'm rolling better. I'm getting it.
She is starting to look hurt.
Good. I spin it around and I say, "This one's for all the chickens." I'm just going to let that simmer across everybody.
Both her and Yarg look at you in confusion.
I look at Yarg and I say, "Because of the feathers. You see?"
No, I really don't.
I just pat him on the shoulder like he didn't get it.
Because he didn't.
And I will whistle for Alfred on this one.
All right.
And I say, "Alfred, beak slice."
Does he use his beak?
He does this
All
time.
right.
He's going to fly in, and he is going to use his beak. Nope. He got a 6.
All right.
Alfred's not doing good either. And he flies by and whiffs.
He also seemed a bit confused by the chickens. And all right, that is your turn, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to do anything else.
Nope. I don't have much in the way of bonus actions other than to heal myself, and I am fine right now.
All right. The Harpy is going to take a swipe at Yarg for a change.
Yarg, no!
And can she hit is the question with her club. She does hit.
Okay.
For, I think, the first time this combat?
I think so.
All right. She finally gets a hit on Yarg, who stumbles again, and she does 4 damage to Yarg. She's going to step up onto the rail of the crow's nest.
Oh, okay.
And she's not very smart. And she is going to jump off the back and fly.
Okay.
And use her flying speed. However, both you and Yarg would get opportunity attacks. Again, she is not very smart.
For the chickens!
What'd you get?
A 7.
Oh, all right. Yarg, however, is going to try and take a
Come
swipe.
on, Yarg.
He did get it.
Oh,
16.
nice.
So, he gets, finally, a slash with his sword. 6 damage.
Nicely done, Yarg. You're a beast.
He says, well, thank you. The Harpy's starting to look pretty hurt. However, she is airborne.
Okay.
All right. That is her turn. Now it is Yarg's yet again. He cannot hit her melee, but he can hit her with his sling.
Nice.
However,
he can't hit her.
He can't hit her with his sling.
Well,
apparently.
he got the opportunity to attack, so that's good.
That is going to be his turn. He growls in frustration. It's not quite like trying to hit birds at home, but now it is your turn.
So she's flying, but is right next to the rail?
She's like 10 feet away.
Would you allow now a grapple attempt?
But
how high up am I?
Like 30 feet.
Oh, so some fall damage. I really want to, but I am level 1, and that's a bad idea. Okay.
I would allow you, if you wanted, to attempt to make an athletics to hold on.
But to hold on to her?
No, to hold on to the crow's nest.
Well, but I don't think that would do anything, because she would just be able to fly.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
I was thinking about jumping and holding onto her to force her to fall down.
You would also take the fall damage,
all
though.
Right, we'll just be smart. Pull out the beak once more. And I say,
all right.
I say, down beast, and I got a 23 to hit for a whopping 3 damage.
All right, she's starting to look pretty hurt.
Okay. Can I whistle once more and see if Alfred can swing in?
Yes.
Alfred, again, beak attack. At 14?
That does hit.
Aha!
All right.
All right, Alfred does 1 damage.
He finally gets a flyby on this harpy. She screeches in anger. However, now it is her turn.
It is indeed.
She is going to try and take a swipe with her claws, with her free hand, on you.
Okay. I see.
You are above the rail of the crow's nest, so the easiest to hit. She's going to for a natural 1.
Wow. I'm so sorry. You're getting the DM curse.
Yeah. She completely whiffs and almost like loses her height a little bit.
Right.
So, but she regains it. So it is Yarg's turn now.
Yep. All right. Is she close enough now because she came to get me?
Is.
Nice.
So Yarg is going to take a swipe with his sword for 16, which does
nice job.
hit. Yarg doing better than you.
No, I've put up quite a bit of damage.
You have. Yeah. Just on the ground.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty cool. Okay, let's not underplay that.
All right, Yarg takes a swipe with his scimitar yet again for max damage of 10.
Whoa! Okay, maybe he is doing better than me.
Oh!
Does he get it?
How does Yarg want to do this?
Oh, nice. You get to do it. I like to think before whatever he does, he sees me ready. I'm about ready to jump. I'm like doing the mental math in my head, like, if I land on her, grab her wings and aim for the deck, maybe I could grapple her and...
Yeah, while you're doing the mental calculations, he sees you doing that and jumps up onto the crow's nest rail and is going to stab her right through the feathers on her wing. And so she is going to fall. She falls to the ground with a thump, dead.
I lean over the rail and I look at Yarg and I say, that was probably the better way to do that.
Oh, thank you. I saw you were about to do something.
Well, you know me and you, just 2 brave guys. And I slap him on the shoulder and then...
You almost knock him off.
Grab him, set him down. And then I would like to hop onto the ladder. And I want to do that cool, like, video game slide down the ladder where I just grab the sides. I want to try my best anyway as I descend.
It is a rope ladder, so...
Oh, what? Oh, no. All right.
You can make a acrobatics check.
That is my best feature. A 10.
You, with a classic of 10s, you get You slide down it with moderate efficiency.
I didn't realize it was rope, and I have like
you get
rope burn.
Slight rope burn.
Ow.
But the harpy is dead on the deck of the ship.
Alfred swoops down, lands on my outstretched shoulder, and I say, "Fine work, Alfred. You have once again bested another feathered beast."
He says, "Ooh."
"There can be only one." And I let him loose, and I would like to search the harpy.
She does not have that much on her. Her nest seemed to be more of her shiny stuff. However, she does have a bone club that she was using during the fight. It's just simple. It doesn't really have anything specific on it. Seems to be made out of one of those dragon bones that you saw on shore.
Does it seem like it'd be valuable or not really?
Not really.
Okay. I will leave it there then. Well, do you boys think we did it? Did we solve the mystery? Did we find our destiny? Is the other question.
York says, "Well, I don't know about destiny, but maybe we're supposed to do something with that ropey thingy that you found in the book." He's talking about the talisman if you need
I wrote
reminders.
turquoise stone.
Huh?
Is that it? What talisman?
No, it was in the book. Remember, I talked to you about it. It's made out of braided hair, and it's...
Oh, that's true. Maybe we need to head back and find the guy. Do you think there's anything we need to do on the ship, or is the ship fine?
Well, we killed the bird thing, so I think it's fine. Maybe.
Brastus.
Did you write it down?
I did. I just had to
Nice.
go to my notes.
All right.
Let's go back to town and find this Brastus. Maybe he can give us the answers we need, the
All right.
answers we seek.
To
To the skiff!
Your skiff is still there.
Wonderful.
And you tied it up good, and you sail off.
All right, I hop down in, and me and Yarg and Alfred start rowing back towards town.
How does Alfred row?
Alfred, he does that thing where he sits at the back of the ship, and he keeps the beat. So he's going, hoo, 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 and then we row on the beat of the whoos.
I like it.
And I would also like to get a quick look at these fancy boots.
Fancy boots.
And I believe I got like some bars of silver. I got bone candlestick holders.
Oh yeah, that are shaped like dragons. Might I add?
Right.
So those might be something fancy to sell.
Oh, I gave them to Yarg technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you examine the boots.
Yes, I want to. Do they seem like they fit my feet?
They do fit your feet.
What?
They are in your size.
Oh my goodness.
So they're very nice and leather. There's got leaf patterns.
My armor has leaf patterns. I already mentioned that too.
Yeah.
Vines and stuff. Whoa.
It's kind of matchy.
Ooh.
And it's got leaf patterns, it's got vines all over it. Do you put them on?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. No
All right.
questions asked. If they fit,
They do fit.
they're going on my feet.
They are very nice. They're very comfortable. If you would like, do you want to stand up?
I mean, yeah. Well,
I'm wondering if you noticed this.
I do think I stand up. I think I stand up and I let Yarg row for a second, and I try to do that pose that I did earlier where I have one foot up and then my hands on my hip, and I say, Yarg, look at my new boots.
All right, you put one foot up, and you expect that as your foot thumps onto the bench for it to make a thump. It does not make a thump.
Makes no thump?
Makes no thump noise.
I think I know what these boots are.
What do you think they are boots?
Boots of my kind.
They are boots of elfin kind.
I'm an elf. Huzzah! Whoa, cool. Level 1 gift.
So yeah, you now have super stealthy boots. They can make your steps make no sound.
Which is great because I think campaign 1, Kia was quite the stealther, right?
Mm-hmm.
You stealth places, lots of stealth checks. I'm very excited to see that now that I have these boots, did I already fail miserably? Because I already chucked a steering wheel overboard.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm very subtle, so I'll be curious how often I actually stealth around.
All right. You do. Your steps make no sound, however.
Nice.
And you have advantage on stealth checks.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you.
So yeah, as you row back to Dragon's Rest, the sun begins to set. You row away from the shipwreck. You reach shore. Nothing happens.
Nobody's
It's fine.
there or anything like
Nobody's there. They didn't seem to know when you would come back.
Okay. Is there anyone around that I could...
Not on shore.
Not on shore?
It would be up the cliff in Dragon's Rest.
Okay. I'll tie the boat back up, and I'll make my way out. I just want to find the first person I can find and ask them about Brastus.
As you go up, it's evening, and you once again detect delicious smells from the kitchen.
Dinner.
You are correct. As you go inside.
Oh, I can go into the kitchen.
Yeah, it's open.
Do I hear noises of like the guy coming in?
Or there
cooking?
Are chatter. People.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's chatter inside. This seems to be where people went.
Okay. I would like to open the door, put my hands on my hips, and
There's
say...
no door.
Huh? Oh, that's right. This is just I'd like to step in silently and then go, "It is I, Hob the hero, and Yarg the brave. We have returned from adventure."
Everyone jumps a little because you were so quiet.
Because I was so quiet.
And Runara, again at the head of the table, says, "Oh, you've returned. Well, how did it go?"
I let her know everything about the zombies that I found. They seem to be old ship people. I found a Harpy's nest. We defeated the Harpy. And that I found...
A mention of the Harpy, Runara says, "Oh, that may have been why ships were wrecking. Because, as you know, since the Harpy tried it on you, she can lure people. And, in relation, ships."
Ah, I see. So I've helped more than just the mission.
"Yes, you have."
Wonderful for me. I also discovered this, and I pull out a hair talisman.
There's no recognition.
Okay, and I put that away. Found some other baubles, found some pretty great boots, and I put one up on the counter right next to where someone's eating.
It happens to be the lady from the library, Varnath, and she growls at you and grabs your foot and puts it back down.
Oh, yes, sorry. I also have this note. It appears to be from a Latha, and I'm looking for a Brastus. Is there Brastus in here? Brastus, anyone? Anyone?
No. You're like taking, what do you call that? Taking
like
attendance. Yeah. There is no Brastus around the table. However, Runara perks up and says, "Ah, I see." She looks around the table. "I'll be back." And stands up and walks next to you and says, "Come with me."
Oh.
And
no dinner? Or...
Dinner can wait.
All right. I follow her.
All right. She takes you outside, just outside.
Okay.
And says, "I remember Brastus. He was here many years ago. He often spoke of Aletha about how he was waiting for her. He died here. And, well, he's still here, up at the top of the hill." And she motions up above the temple, up to the top of the cliff. And can you please make a perception check?
I thought you said he was dead, though. He's up there.
He is.
But he's dead. Is it a zombie situation? Because I don't know if I want to see a zombie again.
Make a perception check.
12.
All right. For the first time at the top of the hill, you see, you can barely see peeking up over what looks to be a wood slab at the top.
Oh, I see. He's not up there, but is understood. Okay. Well, should we eat dinner, or I could deal with that anytime? No rush, right?
Yes. You said you found a rope thing.
I think it's hair. It's gross. Here, I pull it out and toss it to her.
She catches it and
Disgusting.
Hands it back to you.
Oh, okay.
And says, "Well, I think he often spoke of how Aletha and him were connected. Perhaps that has something to do with all these zombies."
I will say, and I keep it down a little bit, I will say, but there was a note where she referenced some death god, Orky, something, I can't quite remember.
So that is how it happened, yes. That makes sense, actually. You
Why?
see, Orcus is the god of undeath, and so she might have made a deal to create all these zombies. Do you still have the note?
Yeah, I think I took it with me. I show it to her.
If you do want, I can reread it to you.
Yes, please.
All right. 19th of April. Our journey is ended, though I fear my own is to continue in the most horrible way imaginable. Compass Rose wrecked on a shoal south of Neverwinter. Many sailors perished with the initial impact, and Aletha was gravely injured. As I tended her wounds, she clutched her talisman and breathed soft prayers. I asked her what the talisman signified. She told me love. Her husband waits for her at Dragon's Rest, having pledged his service to the dragon there. The talisman is made from locks of their hair woven together as a promise to be reunited no matter what fate might befall them. It might have been a beautiful story had it not been for Aletha's gruesome end, and the words of the prayer I heard as she breathed her last. For she was begging to Orcus, the Prince of Undeath, to reunite her with her husband. I held her hands as the breath left her, and I felt a horrible chill pass through her. Next I knew she was sinking her teeth into my neck. At the same moment, I heard moans begin to rise from the dead sailors all around us. What curse has she brought on us all? Already, I feel a creeping chill overtaking my body. I am securing her talisman with this book in my chest in the hope that someone who comes after us may end this nightmare by bringing Aletha's talisman to her husband.
So she finishes reading it and I was like, oh, yeah, right. You think I should do that now, or can we eat first, do you suppose?
Sometime soon, perhaps, but yes, I suppose. You must be hungry after a harpy, you said.
A harpy and 2 zombies.
She leads you back in.
So, pretty cool guys. Yarg helped, Alfred helped. Keep that in mind. And then, we got some stuff I wouldn't mind offering to a merchant at some point and having some money.
Perhaps
money would be good.
After you eat?
Yes, of course.
An extra place at the table set for you and Yarg.
Nice. I sit down and feast.
All right. As you eat, you recognize, coming up to you after he finishes, is the cook, Tarak, from before.
Say, fine meal, sir.
He says, why, thank you. I've had some experience cooking here. Since you helped with the zombies and the shipwrecks, I was wondering if you might help me with something as heroes.
I turn and look to Alfred, who shrugs his shoulders and says, who? And I say, you're right. Of course we'll help you cook. And I smack him on the shoulder and stand up.
All right.
Do you need onions sliced or potatoes peeled or?
Something a bit more dangerous.
Ha ha! Wonderful. Lead the way.
Well, first, I might need to tell you a bit about it.
I'm good.
He says, perhaps as you eat them. You see, I use mushrooms in my cooking, and I have a garden here that provides most of the food that you are eating now. On the island, there is a cave that leads into the ocean. However, it is dry inside. And there is vast mushroom gardens there, tended by myconids, mushroom people. And I often traded with them before now to get some ingredients that I needed. However, lately, I haven't been able to, due to something about, I think it's an octopus, but it's really big and full of mushrooms. Anyway, I'm
sorry, just reel that back 1 second. Did you just say that there's an octopus full of mushrooms in a cave with mushroom people?
Well, yes, I guess not full of mushrooms so much as made of mushrooms?
I look at Yarg and I glance in his way for a while. What is Yarg's reaction to this?
He seems equally as confused as you are and leans over and says, I didn't know about any mushroom folk. Or,
all right, cook. I would like to make an insight check on this cook.
Make an insight check.
Because I want to know, is he for real or is he maybe cooking with the wrong type of mushrooms?
What'd you get?
I got 17.
That's really good. He seems to be telling the truth.
All right.
And he seems worried.
Okay, well,
I've been, if not friends with them, the mushroom folk at least partners with them, and they have given me mushrooms in return for several food scraps or to feed their mushrooms in return. However, this fungal octopus has stopped me from trading with them for the past few days.
I understand. We can solve this fungal problem that you have. Where is this cave? as I munch on mushroom beef jerky.
They're to the southwest, near the ocean, on the shore. They're flooded. At least the entrance is flooded at high tide, but at low tide, you can get in. If you would help me with this, I would be grateful, as the Myconids are a prominent source of trade for Dragon's Rest.
Understood. I am quite tired, though. Is there a chance low tide is tomorrow, or is it tonight?
At noon to sunset, I believe it is low tide.
Okay,
also
so
at
tomorrow.
midnight to sunrise. So,
I could go tonight, then.
Well, yes, but might be better to do it in daylight.
Fair point. That's all right. I have a destiny tonight anyway. A date with hair and a gravestone.
He looks extremely confused. Alright, well, if you would accept this, meet me tomorrow at the dragon statue in the plaza. I have something to give you.
It is a deal. I stand and I say, well, friends, it has been a wonderful evening. I'm going to retire because we just fought so many bad guys today. We are heroes. And then I look at Runara and I wiggle the hair talisman towards her and I say, but first, I will head towards my destiny. And then I walk out of the cafeteria. Dramatically.
All right.
No one can hear me leave, even though they're watching me go.
As you and Yarg and Alfred exit, a swell of murmurs follows you. But
nice.
You exit.
I would like to head, in whatever failing light I have for the day, I would like to head up to this gravestone.
All right.
And see about reuniting Aletha and Brastus. In death, hopefully better off than they did in life.
All right. There is a path up from the temple to the top of the island.
Does it pass by the statue of my grandfather?
Yes, it does pass by the statue
As
of
we walk by, I
Brian.
say, hey, Grandpa Brian, check out my new boots. And I wiggle my boots at him and then keep walking.
There is no reaction whatsoever. All right. There is a trail past the temple, and it goes up the cliffs onto the top of the island. This is the first time you've been up before. The island spreads out before you. It's very big, couple miles maybe. And at the top of the cliff, by the edge, you notice a field of white wildflowers in the sunset. In several spots throughout the field, there are wood slabs standing up straight from the ground. They have names carved onto them.
Okay, can I investigate and try to find Brastus's stone?
After it's not hard. After a couple minutes maybe of searching, you find it right next to the edge of the cliff.
Okay.
It's got a nice view. It says Brastus on it, and there's no adornment, but this is obviously a grave.
Okay. I would like to kneel down next to it, and I would like to say, Brastus, I'm sorry you're dead. But sometimes that's just the way the world works. And sometimes your significant other dies too. And I pause for a while.
Is that it?
And that's kind of it. And then I go, anyway...
Yarga's standing beside you solemnly.
Anyway, Aletha sends her regards and apparently was evil. Turned people into zombies. So here's her hair. And hope that you are doing good. And I dig a little hole on the grave, and I place the hair talisman in, and I cover it up. And I look back.
Great.
I look back at Alfred, and I say, "That felt good." Alfred goes, "Oh, thank you. That was a good speech."
Yarg nods as well, and as you finally finish your speech and bury the talisman, the wind seems to sigh almost in relief. As you look out over the shore to the northwest, you notice the wreck of the Compass Rose. And also, you notice, seeping up from the ground around it and the sea, a fog. A thick white fog that begins to envelop the wreck of the Compass Rose. And it disappears from view.
Creepy.
You cannot see it anymore.
I say creepy. Let's not ever go back there again, eh?
Yarg agrees with you.
Okay.
He just nods and says, let's get out of here. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. And he
Is that a kobold thing?
I think it's an everybody thing. But I don't know, maybe it's a kobold thing? He heads back down
Okay.
the hill ahead of you. The sunset is very pretty.
I pat the gravestone one last time, and I say, well, good luck down there. And then I follow after Yarg.
As you go back down, the fog completely envelops the compass rose.
Okay.
And assuming you take a long rest, as you...
I'm heading back down to...
You are heading back down to Dragon's Rest.
Yeah, I head back down to my room, do my nightly workout routine, and then eventually, I would go to sleep.
All right. The fog never breaks as you go to sleep. And
does it envelop the town, or is it
nope,
just...
just the wreck.
Okay.
It's very concentrated almost. Seems weird. As you take a long rest, since you can, when you wake, you look out. And in the morning light, you notice something a bit strange about that northwest Dragonbone strand. Could you please make a perception check? You're not quite sure if it's a trick of the light?
15.
As you look out, you notice something's missing. The fog is gone, but so is the wreck of the Compass Rose. There, no trace. The same jagged bone and rock protrusion that it wrecked up upon is still the same, but the wreck is gone.
I look at Yarg and I look at Alfred and I say, I'm pretty sure our boat's missing. And I put my hands on my hips and squint my eyes in fear and confusion.
All right. The wind, again, sighs. That is where we will end this episode.
I lean down to Yarg real quick and I go, is this the heebie-jeebies?
Yeah, I think it is.
Understood. All right.
All right.
We did it.
You did it. You defeated a harpy.
Woohoo!
You did some weird magic stuff.
That I have no understanding
and
of.
The Compass Rose is gone.
Is gone. What does it mean? Oh, no. Wow, that was a good one. There's some creepies. I am off to find mushroom people. That's exciting. Cool.
And possibly a fungal octopus.
Sweet.
All right.
Sounds good.
You got some fancy new boots.
I did. That's exciting. That was fun. Okay,
right.
Cool.
Also, as you notice this difference, the wreck is gone. Despite your heebie-jeebies, you feel something different about you. And you feel, after this harpy, after these zombies, after you finally did something with this wreck, you feel a little bit stronger.
Nice.
And you can level up.
Hey, cool. Level 2. Awesome. I will do that before our next thing then. All right. Thank you so much, Daughter. Another great adventure in Stormwreck Isle.
Yes. We shall see you next week.
We shall see you next week for another exciting episode of
On Dadventurous.